Hello everyone, Krydax here, and welcome back to Freight Forwarding. We got a new mod. Someone, sorry I don't remember your name because I don't have it pulled up right now, had commented about the plutonium fuel being kind of weird because it had the speed bonus of 107.5%, which might have been a typo from 175%. You'll notice that's not even there anymore because I got a new mod called Plutonium Energy plus Factorio 2 plus BZ compatibility. Because Plutonium Energy is actually a vanilla mod, aka it mods the vanilla game, and Factorio 2 changes some of the nuclear stuff around, and so the two mods put together have a little bit of dissonance, and the compatibility mod aims to bring everything in line with each other from the Factorio 2 and the Plutonium Energy angle. So I have added that, and I may recommend that it get added to the official mod pack for Freight Forwarding, because right now Plutonium Energy is part of the official mod pack, and so are some of the BZ mods, and Factorio 2 is listed as compatible, so if you have all of those installed, then you might need. Also, this is starting to build up. We need more than one crusher. Okay, let's see. How do I do this? Let's do... Let's not get too excited. It's only been 9 days. Yeah, unfortunately true. Okay, you all go in there. Of course, that disconnected my entire power network somehow. Let's see. Okay, you grab from there. And then the outputs. I'll just go back into the same chest. And maybe we'll just make sure those go even faster. So that should do it. That should do it. And then what else did I need to do? Trying to think. I don't know. Oh, we need to automate the drones so we can start sending stuff to the island. So I don't have to keep going back and forth every 5 seconds. So we're gonna need a delivery depot somewhere. We probably want logistic spots before I do all this though. For now, I can at least automate the long-range delivery drones, which is steel, iron, engines, and solid fuel. So we can automate those over here somewhere because we've got solid fuel already on a belt even. And we've got steel right here. Engines are a little further up. I might... It's just one engine a piece, right? I might just move that over here. Do we have iron nearby? I know I've got steel. I guess there's iron over here. So there's iron, solid fuel, steel, and what was it? Engine. And the engine needs iron and pipe, iron gear and pipe, and more iron, I think. Where are the gears at? What does an engine actually need? I don't remember. Yeah, okay. So then there's that. And all that. Yes, I do realize they're one-time use. I messed up the assemblers right from me. Did I? What did I do? I'm not seeing what I screwed up. Oh, that didn't matter. If that's what you were talking about. That was just an extra tile. Okay, so that's running. Oh, we need to grab from there. Engine. But they don't run. Oh, you mean I messed it up some other time. Yes, you're right about that. How did steel get on this belt? That's not supposed to be a thing. Shouldn't even be possible. Oh no, wait. This. What is that? Oh no, that's supposed to be happening. Wait a second. What? What? What is going on here? So we wanted... Oh, I remember. We needed the red circuits and the steel. So this is something I think I did after the last video ended. I automated the electric furnaces so we could get those going. And I needed steel and red circuits. So then I added red circuits, but then we need to subtract the steel from that belt for my distractor drones. There we go. That should solve that problem. And then we've got delivery drones. Bada bing, bada boom. Iron gear wheels, engines, solid fuel, and steel can be up here. And that should do it. Okay, and I'm not going to need a ton of them. I'm mainly just going to use them. I don't think I took steel away from furnaces because there's a splitter here. So the one that goes to furnaces is a different output than the one that goes to the distractors. These don't stack at all, so we'll build up a full chest of those. In fact, I might even do 2 chests. They're not very expensive. Anyway, they're only one-time use, but I'm mainly going to just be using these for entities. So, like, to carry power poles, or to carry, you know, distractor drones, or laser turrets, belts, stuff like that. Because, essentially, the mall is going to be on this main island, and I don't want to have to constantly be running back to the main island to get all my building stuff. So, that's gonna be good to go. Now what? Now we want to do electric copper smelting and put that on a ship. And we want to ship copper plates back. Containers cannot be containerized. That would be too much inception. And these cannot carry containers, as far as I'm aware. Pretty sure about that. Not 100. Okay, so what we're gonna need is... How do I want to do this? Do I want to do logistics ship network or just regular ship network? Probably just regular ship network, right? Because I only really am going to need 1 stop for each plate, which is not that many stops. And then I can just load up 1 material at each stop. The trains on the icy island. So trains will run around and collect the completed plates. This will be a logistic train network on the island. And we'll have to have 2 stops. One of them is delivering empty containers. One of them is providing the containerized product. And then we're going to have different boat stops along the shore with train stops near that. And that will provide... Those will just be constantly filled. And then the boats will just be on a schedule to go to different stops along the shore here, which then will get decontainerized. And then full containers will have their own boat, or sorry, empty containers will have their own boat to take empty containers back and forth. So I think that's how we're going to do it. Can logistics bots carry empty containers? That's the real question. I don't actually know. There's probably some sort of like Boolean flag, right? That determines whether it can be picked up by bots or not. I wonder what determines that. Because, like, what determines that logistics bots can't carry this? By the way, I'm doing Control-Shift-F, which is a thing. If you ever want to dive into this crap like I do, because I get curious. Won't making containers on site be better? Now that you mention it, maybe that's a good idea. Because I don't need that many. Because they have a good chance of being recycled. Well, no, sorry. No, that's not a good idea. Because otherwise I'll end up with 1 billion empty containers on this island. Because I'm containerizing here and I'm decontainerizing here. And I'm not recontainerizing things here and sending them back. So I need to just send the empty containers back over the pond. I wonder if it's in the logistics bot. Maybe it can only carry certain subgroup IDs, potentially. And all of the containers items are in a subgroup that they can't carry. Curious. Let's just entity prototype. Robot with logistic interface. You'd think it'd be somewhere in that category. Oh, yeah. I'll probably make new containers on this island. But yes, I will need to ship the empty containers back from the mainland and then prioritize the ones coming back from the mainland, for sure. Okay, sweet. Rail trains are done. So let's get some of those crafted. And then a bunch of rails. Rails. Oh, did we research bots already? I think we did. So titanium, I think, needs to be the focus now. Yeah, we need to start working on titanium. And logistics bots are another research that we need to do ASAP. And this is a research we need to do ASAP. Unfortunately, requires utility tech cards, which require rocket fuel. Huh? Okay, we can do rocket fuel. So technically we have everything we need. We just need to get the titanium and rare metals going, and we can get some utility tech cards. Hopefully we can get enough to get to the logistics system. Cobalt. Goodness. What was I doing? Coming over here for something. Already forgot what it was. What was I coming over here for? I actually have no idea. Huh. Already lost it. Oh, you're right. I do need the new labs too. I forgot. You have to switch to the advanced labs. Where even are labs? Lab. Okay, I don't have it researched yet. Advanced labs. Nothing crazy. Just copper, steel, and red chips. So we'll need those. Okay, let's find our hovercraft. We need to get back to the island. Where did I leave it? That's a car. Okay, it's at the end of the labs. Before I go, let me grab all the electric furnaces. And off we go. And I am going to need a lot of cargo ships. Might want to check the computers. I do not know of what you speak. Wait, what? Where'd my grid items go? The heck? Did I grab the wrong hovercraft? I don't see another vehicle anywhere around here. What? Ooh, fascinating. That is the, car. I'm very confused right now. Huh. Well, that's odd. I wonder if... No? I was gonna say, I wonder if grabbing and installing that mod somehow deleted the things out of my grid, but the tank still has its items. So now I'm just confused. And they're not in my inventory, right? No, they're not in my inventory either. So that's just really... Did we blow it up somehow and I just forgot about blowing it up somehow? Curious. No idea. We can craft a new one. Whoa, we do not want all that random crap. Let's do actual fuel. Doodaloot. Yeah, I have no idea what happened there. I'm sure I probably ran into something and it died, and I don't even remember doing that. Okay, so we're gonna need a lot of boat stops, which is kind of interesting. I'm trying to think about the best way to do that. I'm thinking we're gonna need to move all this steam power, for one. And maybe we use waterways to kind of have like little canals, and they can all just be different stops along here, and then they all go out along a canal, and we make the canals small enough to be crossed over by red belts. I kind of like that idea. We'll need a bunch of explosives and water barrels to get water fill, but we can do that. We can do that. Sorry, power pole. Titanium is what we're wanting to do. my brain's trying to go 10 places at once here. The focus right now is getting logistic spots. Because as soon as we get logistic spots, we can actually start shipping things around a little bit more easier. So how much titanium do I need for logistic spots? So 5,000 yellow cards is going to be 5,000 LDS, which is going to be 10,000 titanium at least. Well, technically we have productivity, so slightly less maybe. And right now titanium is a 4-to-1, but we have 1 million, so we have enough. And as far as stacks of titanium, that's 200 stacks. Okay. So we'll probably want to containerize the titanium. I am still curious about how to know. I really need to know if logistic spots can carry empty containers. That has a pretty big impact. I wish I knew where to find if bots can carry something or not. Flags? Let me keep looking around here a little bit. Flags. That's not it. Mineable properties. No. Items to place this. Is this a different thing than what I'm looking at right now? Oh, no, that's what we were looking at before. Working sound, no. Water reflection, no. Entity with health prototype, I don't think it has anything to do with those things. Flying robot, idle. Animations, no. It's just visual stuff. Huh. Max payload size. Cargo centered. Draw cargo. Destroy action. Maybe it has something to do with payload size. Maybe, does this have some sort of payload size? Doesn't seem like it. Confusion. Group containers. Sprite, prototype base. No, I got nothing. I have no idea if bots can carry empty containers. Nor do I know how to know. And that's the part that frustrates me. Whether they do or don't, I mean, I have solutions either way, but I need to know. What are we gonna do about lubricant? Oh yeah, we need to make lubricant. Okay, let's do that. That's something we can accomplish now. And can you enrich titanium? Or is that not a thing? It is a thing. Okay. And we need the same hydrogen chloride that rare metals did. Oh, but we need to research it. So let's queue that up. That's a big deal. Go into the lab to test. Yeah, I guess I could do that. I guess we can do that. Okay. Logistics bot. Robot. Let's see. Requester. Provider. Container. Small pipe couplers. And an empty container. Oh, what's it actually called? Just called container. Okay. Let's see, I need a, what are they called? A bot? No. Roboport. And then we need power, super substation, infinity accumulator, quest, containers, and container. Oh. Oh! I get it. You're just not allowed to request it. Interesting. Huh. That's interesting. So that's how they do it. So it might be scripted then. It might not have it might not be something you can actually do in the game. Interesting. Okay, well that answers that question. Now, will that mess with my logistic ship network? Or logistic train network? Trying to think. No, probably not, because those don't use requester chests. Requester stops just have a negative circuit condition. So hopefully that still works. If that doesn't work, I'm screwed. But I think it'll work. Anywho, our oils... Where did I leave my... And why did I leave my hovercraft? Also, somebody mentioned this, and I don't really know why it's taken me this long to get around to it. Can you... Does it do all rocks? No. It's kind of annoying. I want rocks and not trees. But it doesn't seem like there's a way to actually do that. Because you'd have to select every single rock. Huh. That is actually odd. Well, they're all in the way. Let's just begin the eradication of all the things that get in the way. And then we need cliffs. Oop. Okay. It will be annoying. The reason I didn't do this, someone was asking that before, is partially because I just don't want my inventory randomly getting filled up with rocks, which is what's going to happen now. But probably better in the long run to do this. Because see, I'm going to walk by this, and then that's going to happen, and then there's going to be crap sitting everywhere, and yeah, that's kind of annoying. We'll leave that for us for now. Okay, back to the hovercraft. So... we need to ship lubricant over. Yeah, now my main enemy is power poles, exactly. I wonder if that's what happened. I probably just blew up my own hovercraft at some point. And that's what the issue was. Okay, so lubricant is heavy oil. So why don't I... build a couple more refineries. And where this gets interesting is I actually am not using the petroleum and light oil for anything at the moment. So we actually need to prioritize those to be used for power generation. Which... are we going to be able to do that? I think so, because these are actually... yeah, these are stopped up by a top-up valve. So we should just be able to pump directly in. Alright, so there's that. And then we need lubricant. And we'll probably grab... oh, I don't need to craft these. I already have them. Grab one of those. Then we need a crack. Let's see, and then this needs to be its own top up. I don't have. And then we need to pump out. I go one tile away into you. Just do that. Let's see. I think that's good. Copy that. And then the water. Let's see, gets connected. Right there. Light oil can be right here. So, petroleum's hooked up properly, I think. Not sure about that. Let's get the water hooked up, though. Okay, so there's the water. And then we need the oil. And power. I think that's good. And then that'll get used up first. And we've got lubricant for our titanium mining. Now, eventually, I'll probably use trains for the fluids because, you know, we'll need to ship them all over. Although I guess titanium's only in 2 places, right? It's here, and where's the other one? All the way up there. Yeah, that's far enough. I'll probably end up using a train. But for this one, it's close enough. I don't think it's worth it. I'm just gonna grab my little undergroundies. And we will utilize those. Okay, and then we'll need to go up. I'll need to make that one a corner one. Should do it. There's probably one missing in the middle there. Malcolm in the middle. I think that's good though. So then start with the pump. Oh, it can't go there. And then there we go. Lubricant line started. Now we just follow along and get annoyed by trees. Goodness. Yeah, that is certainly annoying. Yeah, but I mean, you can see how much faster this is than setting up an entire liquid train network for now. And we just need the titanium to get going. Now, hold on. We shouldn't these all have titanium in them? I missed one somewhere. Alright, who's missing? Who's missing? Yeah, it's definitely near the beginning. You're right about that, Thomas. Oh, there it is. He's one of the first ones. Oh, I'm out of doodads. Okay, well that's not why that first one got missed, but it is a problem. I do have more doodads, though. I remember putting them all in a chest. Oh, gosh. This is going to get on my nerves so fast. But eventually it will result in the island being nice and clean, and I can drive wherever I want. So I guess that's that benefit. Where are they again? Where even am I? Oh, I'm too far down. No. Can't see anything when I'm that far zoomed out. There we go. Okay. It's just gonna give me those error messages every time. There we go. Lubricant, more like it. Instead of lubricant, you know? It's a joke. It's a joke. Funny, funny. Okay. So there we go. We've got the lubricant mining. We are definitely going to speed those up. 2.85, as good as we're going to get for now. And then we've got the enrichment queued up, and that does require the hydrogen chloride, which annoyingly, I guess it's not that far. We'll just ship down using A long line of doodads. And that will connect up with the other line of doodads up there. And then we can enrich and smelt on site. And that's going to be this one. And now let's set up a little smelting action here. Now, I do want to point out, because I don't know if I've pointed it out already, we do have beacon rebalance installed. And so beacons are different. There's 3 tiers. It's far more like space exploration. I think it has 8 module slots, the tier 1, but buildings can only be affected by 1 beacon. And so I don't yet know exactly how these need to be shaped to make the most of each beacon. I'm thinking I'm going to put the beacon in the middle, because then the machines can just be on both sides of it, like this. So I guess we need more space. This? I don't know. We'll find out. It's possible that a beacon can reach across 2. You know, like let's say they were set up like this. It's possible that a beacon could reach across both lines of furnaces, and then it would actually be better to have a beacon here, and then furnaces 2 lines on the top and 2 lines on the bottom. I'm just not sure the radius. I can probably look it up in the good old Control-Shift-F. There's probably a radius in here somewhere. Beacon prototype. Energy usage, distribution effectivity, energy source prototype. Allowed effects. Productivity false. Module specification. Module slots 8. Yeah, that's not gonna do it, is it? Where's the radius then? Sometimes you don't find the numbers where you think you'd find them when it comes to prototypes. You'd think it'd be in beacon prototype, you know, like it would only make sense, but it's not. It's not. Why is it? Where else would it be? Again, I think it would just be faster in the lab. That's less fun, Dave. Also, I'm just not used to using the lab, so that's part of the problem. I'm also curious, though, because I know it's somewhere in here because I found it before. There it is. Radius visualization specification. The distance is only 3.3. Now, I don't know what that distance is measured in, but I think that's a normal beacon size. Let's find out. Yeah, okay, that's sad. I thought... Interesting. I thought it would be further. I thought I remembered even the tier 1 one's bigger, but yeah, you can see the tier 2 is Hug, and the tier 3 I think is same amount of Hug. Is it Hugger than 2? No, 2 and 3 are the same Hug. 1 is not Hug. So, as Aelor says, tier 2 and 3. So middle beacon is best beacon. And we can have up to 2 spaces between the beacon and the furnaces, so it'll look like this. It's the maximum space we can get. And I think our general build is going to be like this, just for simplicity, because then we can have 2 full belts. This can be long. a long boy. So, what am I doing? This. Sorry, I did that wrong. This is what it looks like. And then we can go, you know, in and then out, and one goes close, one goes far, and that's just the standard. And then we flip that, and there you go. And that will be our kind of default. And then the beacon will go in the middle here. And it should be able to affect exactly that many, I think. Maybe I'm doing that wrong. But I think that's right. Get the power poles. I don't have substations built yet, otherwise I would use that. But yeah, there we go. And we're almost at enriched titanium, so I might as well wait on that. But yeah, that's gonna go in the book. That's good and compact, but not very aesthetic. Well, sucks to be my build then. It's gonna be the ugly duckling. I don't think it's that ugly. It'll look nice when it's in big rows. Okay, so we can call this off. Call off the dogs. And then this will come up. Oh, right, the enrichment. We're gonna have to have fluids going along the outside here. Nope, nope, that's not how that works. Enrichment's a separate step. Enrichment is a separate step. Looks like this. So we'll do the enriching like so. Okay, and then that just connects up. The water, freaking water, man. You need that stuff everywhere. Offshore pump. Turbine. Okay. And then the water is on this row. There we go. Water in, chloride in, the titanium in. And then it will be titanium out. And that will go here and here. Yeah, that'll do it. Then we can just copy that if we need more enrichment. I don't know how many steps we'll need. If it's the same as rare metals, we will not need more than that. Not even close. But yeah, let's get rid of this. All unloaded. Why are these not running? What's going on here? Clearly, I'm not producing lubricant correctly. Oh, I never hooked up. What? Yeah, I did. Did I not? going on here? Oh, I never crafted this stupid overflow valve. Okay. Well, that explains that issue. That'll fix it. Just need to get down there. Boop, boop. Dodge all the things. And... ink. There we go. Okay, now lubricant is crafting again. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay, that's done. Now we need... let's see, we need some container production. That's something we're going to need eventually. So we can set that up. Yeah, dirty water processing, that's easy enough. We just need the filtration plants and crushers. But yeah, you're right. I can't forget that. I should probably automate both of those, since I'm going to need those everywhere we do enrichment. And flare stacks. Once I have logistics bots, that'll make automating those easier. So it's kind of this catch-22, where you really want to bootstrap yourself until you're ready to do the things, but you need to do the things to bootstrap yourself. It's just a mess. Okay, so steel would be nice. Let's get some steel rolling here. We need coke, which means coal and wood, which means we need greenhouses and we need water, which is way over here. I just need to get some form of containers running. I don't even know. We don't need very much. We need something. And I want to get it started sooner rather than later because it's going to take a while to saturate. Once it's running, the upkeep is going to be pretty small. But for now, we need many hundreds of containers. So then we'll need to make coke. So fun to not have any inventory spaces. Okay, coke. Go this way. Let's do this. And that's your speed. More than fast enough. Okay. Guess we need this. Okay, we're really getting tired of that sound. Sure thing. Okay, sweet. I think that does it. So we've got the wood. The wood will come up here, go there, mix with the coal. We get the coke. Coke goes on here. We got the coke to fuel and to feed. And then we get the steel, and the steel makes the containers, and the containers go in containers. For now. Oh, and I guess we need to share iron here. And that should do it. Okay, containers are happening. What else needs to get done? Well, we need to automate construction bots. Oh, I wanted to send... how do we do this? I think what I'm gonna do... Okay. Let's see. What we're gonna do is... we're gonna grab a bunch of those long-range delivery drones. And we're gonna send the titanium... I know this sounds crazy, but it's the plan. No, that's ridiculous. I should set up my rail network. I was gonna say we'll send the titanium we need to research logistics bots all the way, but we also need... what am I saying? For the research that I can't find somehow. It's got all the arrows. I don't know where it is. Oh, it's red still, that's why. We're gonna need 5,000 packs, right? We know we're gonna need 10,000 titanium, but we also need blue circuits, which is rare metals. So, yeah, it's gonna be way too long before we have that. So I can't rely on that yet. We're still a ways away from that. What's up, Code Green? Welcome, welcome. Ahoy. So what we'll do then is grab a bunch of rail stuff and bring it over to the main island and start setting up our rail network, our LTN rail network. And that LTN rail network is going to take full containers of metals to our shipyard dock area, and we will have one cargo ship to start. We may need more eventually for each metal. And those cargo ships will take full containers of those metals to here, at which point everything will go on belts. I know I have a train here, but we're gonna ditch that because it's just a little absurd to use trains when it's just a single material and it's only a few hundred tiles. There's really no reason not to use a belt. And not to mention, since it's Factorio, we have 2 more tiers of belts to have in the future. So we don't even have to worry about the eventual 45-second. Not to mention, on top of all of that, we're transporting full containers, and full containers have a much higher density than, so we'll decontainerize things up here by the bus, and then we'll insert things onto the bus. Maybe I should move that maybe I'll have the dock over here. And we'll bring the stuff up, because this bus is not gonna go that much further. We're gonna need a lot of landfill. So I'll probably need to turn the bus to the north, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Or I could turn the bus to the south? No. No, well, we could split the bus. We could go 2 directions with the bus. We could T the bus. Don't normally T-bone buses. But yeah, we'll probably go up. So then it's at this corner-ish that we'll decontainerize the metals from boats. So I'll probably bring the boats in over here, actually. There's no reason to have the belts need to go all this extra way. What's up, Infantryman? Lodro, welcome, guys. We have made a lot of progress, for sure. We have titanium mining going, which is great. We're just about to get enriched titanium researched, and then we can turn on our titanium smelting down here. And we're slowly working towards the train network. That's gonna carry all the metals to the boats, and the boats are gonna carry the metals to the island, and the island's gonna have the metals, and then we're gonna do the research. Wonderful. Also, Alor, what's your problem with LTN? You have a little sad face for it. I love LTN. Realistically, with what I'm doing, I don't really need either LTN or the... Like, I could use LTN or the default, because I'm just going to be... At each station, I'm delivering empties and taking away the main ones. That's all I'm going to be doing at each station. Pretty much along the whole island. Unless there's some other things I'm going to craft on the island, but I'm not sure yet. And I've got a bunch of the delivery drones now if I need them. So we could, you know, start filling things up. Send glass. Case of emergency. Okay, we'll grab our cliff explosives. I'm gonna want those. Get rid of those things. I don't need titanium in my inventory. Put these in there. So they're not wasting spots. Delete that. What else do I not need? I think everything else I need... I probably don't need that many pipes for now. But yeah, everything else is pretty necessary. I guess I don't need batteries and explosives in my inventory. Yeah, I disagree with both of you. It does not replace simple problems with complicated ones. It allows for new functionality. And for those of you that say train limits allow you to do LTN in vanilla, I have a long-winded argument to why that's not true. You're not wrong that, like, vanilla is pretty much good enough now if you want to use circuit conditions and other things in vanilla. But LTN allows you to do... I mean, one thing that it approximates without any extra work is globally communicating circuits along the train network. So that alone, to me, is worth it. So I don't have to connect every single big pole with red and green wires all along my power network across the whole island. It's just like the rails themselves carry, you know, the information on what's in the network. That alone is pretty handy. LTN also, with LTN Manager, is super nice. What's the... I don't remember my hotkey for it. But you can see, like, all the stuff that's in your train network, which is super handy. Not by looking over on the side of the screen, you know, like on the, you know, giant list, but you can actually just see it and see what trains are going where. That's super handy. Let's see, what else were you saying? Yeah, train limits are helpful in vanilla, plus enabling, disabling stations, but I don't think they can really do what LTN does. Now, as far as LTN being a hammer looking for a nail, it's like yes and no. LTN is so nice because you can just have like 3 trains, and all you do is you have your LTN station set up, you paste it, you put what you want, and it works. You know, and you don't have to set up train schedules. Setting up train schedules alone is a pain in the butt. And so, like, the fact that LTN does train schedules for you is also a great reason to use it if you don't like setting up a bunch of train schedules. Because what I'm going to have to do, you know, is I would have to set up a schedule for every single patch, and I would have to, or I'd have to add stops in to every single patch. And then patches would deplete oddly because, you know, if I name 2 of them as copper, and then it's like, okay, well, I disable the station if I don't have enough copper. You know, it's like, there's so many little things that you have to think about if you want to have some of the same functionality as LTN. And you don't have to think about that in LTN. I would argue LTN is a solution to not needing to hammer a lot of the nails. It saves, it removes a lot of the nails that a vanilla train network has. Now, are the LTN stations a little bit fiddly sometimes if you don't know how to set them up? Yes, a lot of people think LTN has bugs because they don't know how to set up the stations correctly. But if you know what you're doing, it goes really fast and it's quite easy. And I don't really think it's that hard to use. It's just you have to understand how the providers and requesters work. And once you get that, it's pretty easy. Oh, not even to mention, you can do bit masked networks, which is super handy and basically required in some mods, like, what's it called? Anodons. Hey, thanks for the follow, Sir Bananas. There's a blueprint called Brian's Trains that has a 32-page Google Doc to explain how to use it. Now, I don't know if you're talking about vanilla trains or LTN trains, but I also agree with whoever was saying LTN trains are maybe more necessary in a mega base and not as necessary for what I'm doing here. I do agree with that. It would be pretty easy to do what I'm doing on this island without LTN. But I'm going to use LTN, and that's just how it is. So, you know, and also, I kind of like using LTN because it shows my viewers how to use LTN. But maybe I should do one with vanilla trains because maybe my viewers also want to know how to use vanilla trains. Anyway, I am going to be done with this episode for YouTube purposes. Twitch viewers, stick around. And yeah. So for those of you on YouTube, as always, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments about the divisive LTN subject, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.